Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Fates. And today, before we begin our support episode, I'm doing things a little bit differently, since after you complete Chapter 15, something special will happen and there's a familiar face here to see you! Faded White! Oh! What's up, dude?
I'm so glad.
Lord Corrin, it's truly splendid to see you are doing well. When word reached us that you had gone missing, I got unpressed. Tracking nobles across dimensional barriers was a new item for my resume, but I am undoubtedly richer for it. Now that I'm here, I would like to fight at your side.
And with that, Jakob will join our party. So if you didn't pick a male Corrin and get Felicia, at this point you will get Jakob and vice versa. However, I really do want to do some supports with him in this episode, so this is kind of going to be a little bit different, but I'm going to do some random challenges just so we can do a support between Jakob and some other characters. I know it's kind of not the most optimal way to do things. I really need to get some of these other ones up, kind of think of it, but yes, I'm going to do a challenge really quickly, so let's go, Felicia. And alright, after a little bit of off-screen training, Jakob can now do a couple of support conversations, as well as other members of my army like Hayato and Orochi. Now, in this episode, we are finally going to be S-ranking specific units, and there's a lot to what happens when you S-rank a unit. We'll be getting into that in a future episode, but just keep in mind that there is a specific reason I have been specifying certain characters. If I've not made it totally clear, yes, I do plan to do every single support conversation I can do on the Birthright side. Not exactly how I'm gonna be tackling that. I don't really know how we're gonna be accomplishing that because, yeah, there's a lot. So, we're gonna take it as we go, basically. And you know what? It's been a while since we've seen Jakob. Since episode 1, actually, so how you hanging in there, man? Let's start off with Corrin and Jakob's support conversation. And Jakob, can we talk? I've made up my mind about something.
Of course, my lord. I'm yours to mold to your whim. What is the issue?
Well, the truth is,
please do not hesitate. You have but to ask, and I will assist you in any way imaginable. For you, Lord Corrin, I could walk through fire and ice. I would charge into an army of faceless. If you ask it of me, I would manually extract the fangs from a dragon's jaw to prevent it from biting you.
Oh, thanks, Jakob, but this isn't anything like that.
I remind you, Lord Corrin, that my talents are not limited to the battlefield. I can cook, clean, sew, smith, demolish, or bricklay. Anything you might desire.
I know you're extremely capable.
Please, forgive my immodesty. It is, of course, thanks to you that I am so accomplished in the butcherly arts. Now, I feel there's nothing you could ask of me that I couldn't perform with ease.
Would you just let me finish? Couldn't wish for a better butler than you, Jakob. I know I could count on you for any service, big or small.
And yet, you clearly have something to tell me that you believe I wouldn't want to hear.
I want to be independent.
Independent? Out of the question. What?
But I'm an adult! I shouldn't need your help all the time. Hey, aren't I supposed to be the boss in this relationship?
Yes, but your authority has limits. Among them, you may not deny my reason to live.
Reason to live? Aren't you exaggerating a little?
Not even slightly, my lord. When I was first sent to serve you, I was incompetent to perform even simple tasks. The other servants shunned me, since I invariably created more work for them. You were the only person who took the time to talk with me and encourage me. I will never forget the kindness you showed me, and I will be indebted to you forever.
When you put it that way, I see your problem. But on the other hand, I want to be able to do things myself, so I can help the others.
A noble goal, but not incompatible with receiving help yourself from time to time.
Alright, you've made your point. Let's compromise. Teach me how to make a pot of tea.
Tea? Why?
I want to learn to help everyone, including you, Jakob. I want to be able to make tea for the person who takes such good care of me. Is that acceptable? Jakob?
I'm so touched to think that my liege, Lord Corrin, would feel this way about me. Very well. If you insist on this act of wanton domesticity, I will not stop you.
Really? That's great.
But we must be cautious. Tea is dangerous business. Make it only when I'm nearby.
You got it. Let's find some tea leaves and get started. Thank you so much, Jakob. You're the greatest butler in history.
My word. I hope nothing ill comes of this arrangement. Lord Corrin has no experience in the kitchen. This could get apocalyptic.
Is he really gonna be that bad? I mean, Corrin's kind of... I can't say he's super smart. He was in a tower for a majority of his life, but, could he be worse than Felicia? That's actually probably impossible. Hey, Felicia, what's up? And
too slow. Much too slow, Felicia. You can't afford to be so careful. The tea is going cold. Oh, I'm sorry, Jakob. Okay, I've set all the snacks on the table. All that's left is... Oh, no! I'm impressed, Felicia. Impressed with how you serving snacks resulted in overturning a table. I'm sorry. All you have to do is pour tea and present the snacks. It's really that hard? I got flustered and tried to hurry. Never mind, I'll prepare everything. Please, Jakob, let me at least help. Your help will only slow me down. Please just stand over there and watch. Understood.
Oh my god, Felicia! I just want you to succeed in being a good maid. I legitimately feel terrible for her, man. God. One day she'll figure it out. God dang it. Hopefully that day comes very soon. But now on to a character I've kind of been ignoring for a little while, and that is Scarlet. Currently, she's kind of like Reina in the fact that she can only do a support conversation with Corrin. So we're gonna do one with Corrin. Not that hard to figure out, and one more whack, gotta do it. Heave! Scarlet, what is all this racket? Oh, hey Corrin. What's it look like? I'm busting up rocks. You're breaking rocks for fun, or... Yep. Come in closer and I'll show you. You see those sparkly bits mixed in with all the dirt and rubble? Oh, they look like jewels. I'm smashing these rocks apart to get all the good stuff inside. You make your own jewelry. Interesting. You think I'd turn these little gems into a necklace or what have you? Have you met me? It's not my style at all, Corrin. Oh, I see. These are rocks you use to decorate your weapon. Give the man a prize. I'll show you how it works. But I'm out of the most important material. What is that, if I may ask? My magic gunk. It sticks to anything. Too bad. It'd be fun to give you a demonstration. Magic gunk. Magic gunk. Just the thing that comes to my mind is Gorilla Glue. I do not know why. It's like you can just go into the store and buy that, Scarlet. But yeah, little tomboy going on. I gotta say though, pretty cool. It's nice that we all have our own hobbies. Heck, I do this, and it's kind of weird. Anyways, up next is Orochi and Hayato. Let's see what these two are up to. And so, Orochi. Yes, Hayato. Oh wait, you know our last contest was so much fun. Was it? Oh. Good. I always worried I got a little competitive. That's why it was so fun. How many challenges did we do? Like 100. I guess it was fun. Good. We ended up with piles of potions too. We pretty much got stocked up for any malady that comes our way. Right. So, no more contests for a while, huh? No more room for potions. What a pity. Say, I'm sorry for how this all began. You know, with me boasting about my herb collection. That wasn't very nice. Anyway, I respect you more than I can say now. Really? Really. I think I've gotten glib about magic until I met you. I never really had a rival that made me get serious again about magic. Hopefully our little rivalry has been just as helpful for you. Of course it has. Now I have someone who will push me to perfect my craft. Then we're no longer rivals. We're partners. I'll shake on that, Orochi. Handshake? That's a new one for Orochi. But yes, I'll shake on that too. Aw, see, in the beginning, they stinking hated each other's... Well, I can't say they hated each other, but, you know, there was like a very fierce competitive nature between the two. But now they're friends, you know? That's kind of cool to see. But, the second we get S-Rank with these two, their little partnership will sort of evolve. I'll be saving that for the end of the episode, though, as I'm sure it's not that hard to figure out. Anyways, next up, let's see what Kaden and Rinka are doing. And let's hopefully get them a rank. And if it isn't my favorite wallflower, getting some alone time again. What if I am? I like it this way. What's it to you? I like it this way. I just don't see how you don't get lonely. You need friends, and I think I'd be a great friend. You just never stop, do you? But you know what? You're right, Kaden. Aw, thanks. How about this? If you really want to be friends, let's train together sometime. Sound good? I'd love to. Perfect. I think you'll do just fine. I've been trying to find a moving target for a while now. Target? What kind of training is this? It's just a joke, don't worry. Your eyes weren't joking. That's for me to know and you to perhaps painfully find out. Aw. How about we try shopping instead? It's way more fun! And it involves way fewer crippling injuries. I think it'd be a great change of pace. You're never going to survive a war with that kind of attitude. What? But it's important to take a breather every now and then. Anyway, let me know when you're in the mood to go shopping. Okay! Does he even listen to anyone else? What a selfish brat. But still, it's got a certain charm to him. Oh, I think where this is going. Okay, I'll stop with all that. But yeah, those are the units that I really wanted to focus on because, yeah, basically when two specific units get S rank, a new map will be open, which is a paralog. And considering the last paralog we did was when we got Mozu, it's been a while. And so before we progress any further into the game, I really want to knock out some of those. And come to think of it, something I also really want to prioritize is Ryoma and Corrin's relationship. What's going on, big bro? And hello, Ryoma. I have a favor to ask of you.
Certainly. How can I help?
Well, I don't have many memories from before I was taken to Nor. I was just wondering if you had any that you wouldn't mind sharing with me.
Yes. I suppose I do. They're not all happy, I'm afraid.
That's okay. I just feel as though there's a void in my mind. I'd like to hear a little bit about what it was like growing up in Hoshido, and the stories about the whole family. Hinoka, Takumi, Azura, Sakura.
Very well. I anticipated this day would come, actually. And I have something for you.
What is it?
I think I'll hang on to it for a little while longer. It will hold more meaning if I give it to you later.
Alright. I suppose I can be patient.
I'm glad to hear it. Because of our conversation, we also have to wait, I'm afraid. I have something I must attend to shortly.
I understand. Thank you, Ryoma. Let's chat again soon.
God, what? Seriously, you couldn't just give us a little snippet of the relationship between Corrin and Ryoma? Like, anything at all would have been better than that. God dang it, man. I want to stink and hang out with Lobster. Okay, if anyone's confused why they call Ryoma Lobster, because he's like, his armor's red, and if you look at his hair, it's kind of like the antennae of a lobster. I didn't get it either, but then I just saw it one day and I was like, oh, okay, no, it makes sense. But come on, Ryoma, don't leave a man hanging. Whatever, but let's see. What other ones should we really do? We could do Kaden and Oboro. That could be interesting. Let's try that too. Come on, just a little bit more. Hey, Oboro, what you doing? Kaden, don't scare me like that. Oops. You just looked so focused on whatever it was. I had to know. I was braiding something. Oh, yeah? It's a particular way of braiding silk yarn into cords. You can use cords to decorate swords or kimono sashes. This one's a bracelet. Alright, I've seen that. It's really pretty when it comes out right. I didn't know you were so talented, Oboro. My parents used to run a clothing store. That's all. They taught me how to do this stuff when I was little. I'd like to kill time when there's nothing else to do by making these. Hey, don't undersell it. It takes real skill to make these bracelets. I mean, look at how detailed they are up close. It's something else. If you like them that much, do you want to try to make one? Oh, I'm not sure if I'm up to that. I'm sure you are. It's easy. Once you get the hang of it, I bet you can learn it in no time. Really? Maybe I'll take you up on that. I'll be happy to teach you. I'll let you know when I got some materials together. Okay, I'll be waiting.
Aw, that wasn't bad either. It's just, I think Kaden's a really likable guy, you know? Or maybe some of us in the army are, I'll let you fill in the blank there, but, Someone we haven't talked to in a forever. See, here's the thing. Here's my problem with doing these videos too. I don't do these in any order. I just feel like talking or seeing two characters talk to each other, and that's really what I'm going off of. But let's see what Hana's been up to. And every time I swing from the left, my hair gets in my face. I love long hair, but it's getting unmanageable. Maybe if I brush it back and tie it differently. Oh, hey there, Hana. Hello, Hinata. Did I catch you in the middle of a break from training? Yep. I need to stop for a minute and adjust my hair. Wow, that seems like a pretty girly thing for you to do. It's not a matter of appearance. It keeps falling in front of my face. I guess that's something that isn't a common problem for guys. We're more concerned with practicality than with appearance. It must be rough for you to maintain your looks with all the fighting you do. What do you mean? That's pretty condescending. Don't get so prickly. I'm actually kind of impressed. Really? It doesn't sound that way to me. I bet you think I'm a less capable fighter since I have to worry about more than you. The only way to prove yourself is with a sparring match, I say. Very well. I accept your challenge. Here I come. Are you ready? Yeah. Bring it on! Well, I did not think that would turn out that way. I thought the samurais would kind of get, they'd like each other a little bit more than that. God dang. Hinata, what the heck's wrong with you, bro? Oh, well, whatever. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Come on. This has been in every episode ever. We might as well see it to the end. God dang it. And Zama, how did you enjoy the meal I made the other day? I'm still in shock, but I have to admit that it was excellent. From the moment I took my first bite, I was in heaven. The rich collection of spices and herbs was unlike anything I've ever tasted. It was like there was a savory miracle right in my mouth. I've never had a meal that made me so gosmack before. Thank you. How have you kept your talents obscured for so long? Have you been a visionary chef all along? And I just didn't notice it? If you cooked like this every time, I wouldn't have given you such a hard time. You asked me to cook a dish that only a master chef could, so I had to get creative. Maybe there's a culinary guru in me. That's a fascinating theory, but let's hold off on calling you a guru just yet. Tell me step by step how you came up with this alarmingly delicious meal. Normally, I'd try to figure out which flavors I wanted to stand out the most, or how I could combine plates to please every unique palate, but that would require a lot of thinking. How bizarre. After your request yesterday, I realized I had to change up my process. For once, I wasn't going to think so much. I wanted to be in a serene mindset. Like monks when they meditate. After a while, I reached a Zen state. It was like I had achieved nirvana. Okay, let me get this straight. You worked hard to think even less than usual. And decided it was a good idea to cook that way for everyone here? Is that right? Yes, exactly. That's how I made the meal. To think that my sarcastic remark brought about a culinary miracle. Amazing. As you know, I meditate every day. And it's true that freeing yourself from thought can be an enlightening experience. Perhaps you tapped into a prenatural gift you didn't know existed. I'm just pleased that I got to enjoy such a delicious meal. Satsuna, I demand that you never think again when you cook in the future. Please, I beg you. Okay, if you insist. God, I did not see that. Never think again. That is such a backhanded oh my gosh, that's actually really, really funny. Alright. Who are we gonna knock out next, though? We got some we could do with I've not done Azura and Sakura? I feel like that would have been one of the first ones. Alright, I'll give that one a go. Why the heck not? And
Azura, I was just thinking, I haven't heard you tell a story in a long time. You're right. With all this war going on, we've hardly had time to chat. Do you really miss my spooky stories? I'm surprised. I guess you like them after all. No, I don't like them. They were terrifying. It's just that once you started a story, I couldn't sleep until I knew what happened. You know, some people actually enjoy being scared. Not me. I just like spending time with you and staying up past my bedtime. I still remember. Your eyes were as wide as saucers. You'd be shaking like a leaf, but still, you'd plead with me to keep going. You had to know the end. Well, I was really little then. Don't tell people I'm a big scaredy cat. You have my word.
aw, that was pretty good. I say aw way too much at the end of these, but some of them are just like, oh man, it's just a family, you know, just talking to each other. It's nice to see, man, despite the fact there's a war going on. Well, I gotta agree with Sakura there. I'm also a giant scaredy cat, but I can't stand not knowing the ending to a story either, so, let's do Sakura and Hana next. Why not? And Hana, do you have a moment?
Sure, Sakura. Yes, Lady Sakura. It's okay. You don't have to be so formal with me. When we're alone, I actually like it when you speak to me like in the old days. All right, if you say so. But it feels a little odd. You always speak to me in a pretty formal tone. That's just... I've never spoken any other way. It's just a habit for me now. I don't think I'll be able to change my ways. You're right. I suppose. So, what was it you wanted to talk about? I'm always here if you need me. Oh, it isn't anything important. I just wanted to chat with you. I've been thinking a lot back when we first met and got to know each other. You mean before I became your retainer? Yes. You were so stubborn. You snuck into soldiers' sparring sessions and trained in the hills and fields. You took training more seriously than the soldiers, who were actually enlisted. Remember all the little scraps and cuts you had afterwards? Don't bring that up, it's embarrassing! I always had to heal those injuries for you. Some days, I definitely needed your help. You always followed me and helped me in so many ways while I was training. Thank you so much for that. It was no trouble at all. Oh, but there was a time you got lost in the mountains. I thought you were following me, but then when I looked back, you were gone. It took hours for me to backtrack and figure out where I'd lost you. My robes I caught on a tree branch, and you hadn't noticed when I fell behind. You've always been able to fixate on a goal and not lose your focus. I'm really sorry about that. I was so concerned with the training then. I didn't think of what I dragged you into. It wasn't really very considerate of me. That's true. Now that it's all said and done, it was good for me. I tend to be introverted, so I was thankful that someone like you brought me to all those places. Really? Hearing that makes me feel a lot better. I hope that you always stay the same. Hana, never change. Of course. Wait, are you saying I haven't changed from the old days? The inconsiderate days? That's just mean, Sakura!
Okay. Here's my headcanon for Sakura, okay? She pretends to be the nicest little angel to everyone's face, but secretly she's more sarcastic than Azama, but she just all keeps it in her head, and sometimes, like in the Saizo support, it just slips out, okay? Headcanon and fanfictions aside, who else are we gonna do? Okay, I'm doing this one. I gotta get more Azama in my life, and what a beautiful day for a walk. Looks like I'm not the only one out here. Hello, Azama! Are you taking a nap? Sitting up?
Ah, Lord Corrin. Good to see you.
No, I was just meditating.
I've never heard of that. Can you describe what it involves?
Certainly. I'll just need to be silent for a few moments.
No problem?
This is getting weird. Is he ever going to say anything? Wow, this forest is actually pretty noisy. I can hear all kinds of animals. And there you have it. Meditation. That's fascinating. I had no idea what I was missing out on. I can hear the gentle burbling of the stream and even the swaying of the trees. It's so relaxing. Yes, isn't it? Oh, pardon me. I realize now that I must be interrupting your peace and quiet. Oh, that's quite all right. I wouldn't expect anything less of an enlightened person. Excuse me? Yes? You know what? Never mind. Well, thanks for the meditation lesson. I learned something today. Oh, I'd expect you learn something just about every day, since you seem to know so very little. Seriously? But I do think it's great that you're trying to learn new things. What? Oh, look at the time. I'd love to continue expanding your minds, but I'm afraid I have more pressing matters. What a strange guy. And a giant jerk. Holy dump. All he asked for was a little tutorial, Azama. God dang. That was the rudest thing I ever see. Okay. See, here's the thing. Now I need to do some more battles to get, like... Okay, well, you're going to figure it out at the end of the episode anyways. But I need to do 2 battles to get Hayato's rank up one more time to unlock a paralog. But I'll do that a little bit later. Just one more. And I really want to see this one because I've been very curious about it. But let's see Felicia and Kaze one more time. And with that, it appears we've gotten all the items on our list. Yeah. Did we forget to buy something? No. I'm just surprised at how smoothly our shopping went. Isn't that a good thing? It means you did well, Felicia. No. I'm pretty sure it's just because you were here with me. And if you hadn't shown up when you did, I wouldn't even had my shopping list. Yes, well, we all lose things now and then. In any event, I don't feel like you owe me anything. I told you I would assist you. Which is why I've been checking in on you regularly, to make sure everything is okay. You have? So that explains how the oven turned off before it started a fire! And how the paint got switched with wood varnish! And how the clothes already seemed iron when I took them down! Thank you, Kaze. I'm in your debt. Not at all. I am helping you because I want to. Well, that and... never mind. Huh? Then what? Nothing. A slip of the tongue. Forgive me. Hey! You're hiding something from me, aren't you? Of course not. I'm just happy to be of service. Is that not enough? You can't fool me. I have no idea what you're talking about. Good day. Hey, you can't just run away like that! Come on! Oh. I didn't mean to make that so violent sounding, Felicia. Well, that was a little awkward. I'm really happy Kaze did not die in chapter 15. Yeah, so we could see that. I'm very interested where that will go. But now is the point in which I'm going to do 2 more support conversations. But to do so, I have to go do more random battles. Why couldn't grinding supports be easier in this game? God dang it. 4 random battles later, we are finally done, and we can see the S ranks for Hayato, Orochi, Kaden, and Rinka. Now is the time I'd like to talk about what happens when a boy and a girl get S rank. So, yeah, the birds and the bees, guys. This is basically a major part of Fire Emblem is parenting, and, well, I won't get into it too much right now, but you definitely want to pair up units and make sure they get S rank eventually. And seeing how one of the first relationships we started was between Hayato and Orochi, I think that should be our first S rank. And yeah, if it's not abundantly clear, you can only have 1 S rank per playthrough between 1 girl and 1 guy. Polygamy is not an option. Yeah, dang, I don't think that even needs to be said. Anyways, let's get into an awkward scene for me to talk over. Have I ever told you how much I admire you, Orochi? You're going to make me blush, Hayato. I've been a diviner a long time, but I get surprisingly few compliments. Have I ever told you? No, I mustn't. No, I will. I've harbored a deep secret for too long. I long to know all the herbal arts that are in your head. I studied Hoshidan techniques, and you know those of the Wind Tribe. Oh, that was your secret. Did you expect something else? Wait, what did you want to talk to me about? I ever told you how much I admire you, Orochi? About half a minute ago. Right, so what I'm getting at is this. You and I are diviners. Scandalous! Oh, please stop. This is hard for me. The fact is... Yes. Out with it, or Orochi will get it out! I'm smitten with you. Oh, Hayato, I'm sorry. I have that effect on rival diviners from the Wind Tribe. They also have that effect on me. I'm smitten every time. You do? Wait, you are? Do you mean... me? Of course. The only question is, which of us felt the magic between us first? I'm sure I did. No, I did. I claim victory, though I'm sure you placed a close second. Whew. That's one contest I don't mind losing. Come on now, you can't give up that easily. Not if we're going to be rivals. Rivals? But I want to be... lovers. Same thing. The potion of eternal love requires new ingredients and frequent stirring. Exciting challenges. That too. So, you can promise me all that and more, Hayato. Forever rivals. In love. For each other's affection. Let the contest begin, Orochi. God, that was hard to read. Alright. So, if you couldn't figure it out, Hayato is really into Orochi, and likewise, Orochi's really into Hayato, and the bond between this pair grew stronger still. A union that soon proved fruitful. The castle that everyone called home was no place for infants. Where could newborns be hidden in such dangerous times? The answer was in the deep realms, tiny worlds strewn across the astral plane. The solution wasn't without its complications, however. Time in the deep realms passed far more quickly. In the blink of an eye, babies grew into children, soon after, to adulthood. Parents would deal with this dizzying pace of maturity in their own ways. But they could rest assured that children would be safe, for a time. So now that a unit has been S-ranked, a child has been born, which means Orochi is a mother. Just like that. Apparently 8 months just flew by. Yeah, time's kind of weird in Fire Emblem Fates, and I just gotta say, I do not like how they explain that at all. So I'm gonna bring up Awakening again, but Awakening had this exact same mechanic, and I think another game did too, but I could totally be wrong. And everyone stinking loved it. I loved it. I thought it was really cool. More characters, the better, in my opinion. But they kind of wanted to bring it back for the sequel, but they didn't really know how. So I excuse it, but it's still kind of like, really? The hyperbolic time chamber from DBZ, that's how you explain that? I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna make one more kid today. And Rinkah, it's probably gonna be a stern mother, but yeah, I'm sure a couple of you saw this coming. It's Kaden time. I hope he's a good dad. And can you guess what Corrin said next? But if you're over there and she's over here, then that means... You should have seen the look on his face! Whoops. I'm doing all that talking again, aren't I? That's fine. I'm used to it by now. There's some bite in those words. Relax. I'm not mad at you. If I were, I would have told you to shut up a long time ago. I just... you just what? I think it's weird. We don't have much in common, but you seem to enjoy talking to me a lot. Why is that? Isn't it obvious? I love being around you. But why? There are so many things about you that I think are amazing. Like how dignified you always look, or how you listen so intently to people. You're fierce and you've got a temper, but you care deeply for the people around you. Kaden, in fact, I'm in love with you, Rinkah. I want to be yours. You... Do you love me too? Well, at first I thought you were a pest, but at some point, that feeling went away, and I started to enjoy listening to your stories, because I grew to love you too. Really? Woohoo! That means we're all mine, right? I guess I have to now, don't I? This is the best day of my life! Mine too. Aw, that one wasn't bad either. And a new paralogue is available. So, this is the time in which children are going to play a very big part of our army. Yeah, so this is the gist of it, guys. Now, 2 paralogues are available for us to tackle. These will yield new units, and now we can do paralogue 14 or 10, and I'm still undecided on which one I want to tackle in the next episode, but I'll have tomorrow to think about it. But thank you all so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed the S-rank scenes, because oh gosh, I did not enjoy saying a little bit of that dialogue. It got a little too lovey-dovey there, but anyways, hope you have a great day, and in the next episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem Fates, we do the next paralogue. So see you guys then. Bye.